We're making a hip hop beat today. See what we got to work with. We have a bass. And have one with a sort of small guitar sound at the end there. And of course we have the kick, snares here. Some hits. And some background sounds. That's it. Gonna keep it simple. So let's see. All right. Gonna make some sections. Call this percussion. No, this is gonna be kick. We're gonna make a group. So if you don't know this is Renoise. It's not the simplest audio software, but if you spent your life using it, it's kind of simple. Gonna make this group percussion, and we're gonna have kick-out snare in that group. It's gonna be simpler to work with. Here we go. Start with that. We'll do the do every 8 to the snare. All right. Okay. Let's do double kick. And then snare, hat. Oh, it's muted. Let's double kick on the next run. So actually, let's repeat this for the first version. Go down here. Just do this a couple of times. Make a groove. So the double kick, let's go to mix and we'll do on the master, I think. Where is that part? I don't remember where the groove is. All right, let's come back to that part later. All right, and I have to figure out the bass line. When you pitch a bass sound, it gets a bit distorted, but we can fix it. And so if you listen to this is like the C note. Sounds good, but if I pitch it down, sounds a bit distorted, but you can fix that by, if I have this part, I can filter it. Gonna put in the let's do the, hold on. The analog filter. So yeah, so you can do the low pass, right? So here's no low pass, you can hear it is kind of distorted. But if you just take down the low pass cutoff, you can keep the bass, but it's not distorted anymore, so it's no problem. I'll just keep it for now on the clean C notes. That's good. Not too shabby, I think. Hold on. Let's see what else we have. So I just gotta detach a window so it's easier for me to find the master. Right. So you can't see that in this window, but I can switch on the groove. So instead of having this double being very sort of lack a groove, I can turn on the groove and it'll sound something like this. So actually, if you do double hats, you can hear it much better. So let me just do the hats, right? So if I turn off the groove, it'll be just plain, like, right? It's gonna keep the groove on, right? Of course, gonna clean up this. All right. I like that bass. Let's do this one with the guitar. It's not quite right. Does it have to be there? No. If I figure this out, might need to delay this just for a millisecond. It needs to be shorter, so I need to just cut a little part. Let's see. Yeah, that's better. We're gonna just be very on the here, this part, because that's silence, basically. All right, let's see. Yeah. We have these background sounds. Basically, just fills out the bass with some details. So if you see this part, if I put the detail on it, you'll have it's the small things that I like in these beats. I don't want the beat to be too massive. I want the vocals to be able to shine through, and then the beat needs to be a little bit more minimalistic. So yeah, I'm gonna make the more full part of the beat, and I'll break it down so the first part will be just drums and then fill out the last parts later. So actually this is good. You know, this part. Maybe here. That's good. And here, last part. And I got some hits. I forgot about those. Let me just label this one as organs. And we'll have the hits here. Hits. I don't know. Not sure about that. It sort of dominates this part. It might sound good in an intro. So let's make a new one. I've gotta... Hold on. Just make a duplicate. Duplicate? Alright. No, we don't need a duplicate. We need an empty space. We'll do the... Just 4 hits and then straight into the beats. That means this one needs to be shorter. Oh. So 3 of this one and 1 of this. And maybe do the kick at the same time so it's more powerful. So, and double the kick at the end. So it's, yeah, let's try that. Yeah. And we'll repeat this one a couple of times, 4 times. And maybe we could have the hit as a transition as well. So at the end of the beat, we'll do the same section with the 4 hits and transition over. Try that. Okay, so if this is the beat, maybe I want to remove the organs on the first section. So I'll do make it unique on this one. I'll just remove the organs. Do that 2 times, and then 2 times with the organs. And then we're over at details, really. Yeah, and then the organs should come in after this one. I think that's good. That will work. Yeah. And we could do some more details. You know, remove a kick or a snare somewhere. At the end, let's do at the end. So it would be like this. Hold on, let me just do, so the transition would be like this. Yeah, and back to the part with where the organs are gone. And then we go back. I think this is good. Wish I had some vocals to try it out on right now, but I don't want to spend time finding something in a cappella and time it. So for now, I'll just imagine what it sounds like. I'm gonna have one more listen through, and I guess that's a good first draft, and I'll keep working on this. And I guess since I don't have any plans for it, just see if someone wants to use it. If you're interested, get in touch. All right. That's it. See you around.